Travel Talk, where our expert magical memory planners discuss ways you can have fun, memorable, and stress-free family vacations. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Travel Talk. I am so excited about our topic today because we haven't done anything or talked about Adventures by Disney for quite some time, and it is such an amazing Disney product that not that many people know a lot about. So I'm excited to talk to you today about Adventures by Disney and some of the new products they have, which are really, really amazing. And wait till you hear the last one. The last one is going to actually blow your mind. You're going to be like, this is crazy. So I'm so excited to share this with you. So first, let's just talk a little bit about what is Adventures by Disney. Everyone thinks of Disney in the theme parks and Walt Disney World, at Disneyland, but they don't necessarily know about the Adventures by Disney product. And so these are luxury group tours. So they are from places in the United States, like you could go to California and do backstage tours of some of the filming things out there, as well as Disneyland. You could go to Wyoming and do some amazing adventures up in the mountains. You can go to the Canadian Rockies, to Costa Rica, to Europe, to Australia, New Zealand, China, Cambodia, Africa. You can do an African safari. There are so many choices of these land vacations that you can do with Adventures by Disney. And so these are tours of up to 40 people. You have 2 adventure guides. They are fully immersive. They are culturally immersive. You get to experience the people, the places that you go to. You get to touch it, to eat, to feel, to experience the environment, whether it's zip lining in Costa Rica or, going into the Vatican or some other landmark in Europe. So really immersive experiences, and really, I would say, the best way to do them. So Disney has access that people outside of Disney just don't have. So when you experience the Coliseum or some other location, it's not going to be the way all the tour groups do it. It is going to be a unique Disney experience that is really ultimately the best way to do it. So super, super amazing vacations. And they have them for families, and that's what makes Disney Adventures by Disney amazing, because Disney knows families. So they know how to get your 6 and your 10 and your 14-year-old totally immersed and engaged in the vacation and excited about it and participating in it. So they have special things for the junior adventurers to keep them engaged and keep them in the activities with the adults. So sometimes they split up and sometimes they're together, but they really can help those junior adventurers really enjoy the experience and learn in a way that they're having fun. So they don't necessarily are not bored walking through a museum. They might be doing a scavenger hunt or some other way so that they're really enjoying it. But they also have adventures for adults only, so adult exclusive adventures. So if your travel party is made up of 18 and older and you don't necessarily need to be traveling with younger children, you can do adult only adventures as well. So many options with Adventures by Disney. What's really new that they introduced in the last year or two is private adventures. Private adventures are for a group of up to 12 guests, your own group, your own party of people, and you get 1 adventure guide. And initially they had introduced it to 5 destinations, and now they have 11. So this is like super exciting. So you can do private adventures to places like Australia, Costa Rica, Egypt. There's an England and France adventure. So that's 1 adventure to those 2 locations. Greece, Ireland, Italy, New Zealand, Peru, South Africa. And then there's also one that goes to the 3 areas of Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. That's 1 adventure as well with all 3 locations. So you can do that with your group of up to 12 guests, your own adventure guide, and really make it a private adventure. So those are, a new option for you that I just think is super exciting and a great way to use the Adventures by Disney product. So one of the products they've had for a while is river cruising. They partnered with AMA Waterways and have river cruises in Europe. They're currently on 3 rivers. They're on the Rhine, the Danube, and the Seine. And so those are some great options to do river cruising. And really, to make it even more exciting, they have some specialty river cruises. So you can do an Oktoberfest. You can do a Christmas markets river cruise, and then they have a food and wine river cruise. And again, they have the family river cruises and the adult exclusive. So, when you think about going on a river cruise and you want to take the family and you're thinking, is this going to be something that my kids are going to enjoy? Because sometimes people think that river cruising is for an older demographic, and is there going to be things for my teenagers to do? Yes, with Adventures by Disney, there is. And AMA Waterways has restructured one of their ships in partnership with Adventures by Disney so that they have cabins that can accommodate families. So great option with Adventures by Disney is their river cruises. And they have short escapes that you can add at the beginning or the end if you want to spend a little more time in the destination or where you're starting or where you're ending your river cruise. But what's new with Adventures by Disney is their expedition cruises. These are super amazing. So these expedition cruises gives you the opportunity to experience up close and unbelievable natural wonders and wildlife in some of the most remote places in the world. So there are 3 destinations that have these expedition cruises. One is in South America to the Galapagos Islands, and then there are 2 in the polar regions, one in the Arctic and one in the Antarctic. So those are some of the most unique opportunities. They have these small ships that they take up there. And they're also very environmentally focused. So not only learning about the environment and, because these destinations are really some of the most picturesque, destinations, they want to preserve that. And so it's a very environmentally conscious trip in order to preserve those areas. So really, I mean, if you're looking to have that experience, if that's on your bucket list, the naturalists that are on those trips that can really teach you about the animals and the environments there are just second to none. So if that's on your bucket list, that is something you are definitely going to want to do, one of their expedition cruises. Now, this is the one we've been waiting for. This is unbelievable. When they announced this a couple of months ago, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, they've really taken Adventures by Disney to the top. I mean, this is incredible. So the newest announcement to the Adventures by Disney portfolio is the private jet adventure. That is correct. A private jet adventure. And it is called Disney Parks Around the World. So yes, you can now start an adventure in California, jet around the world for 24 days, seeing I think it's 12 Disney theme parks, as well as 3 iconic landmarks. So that includes the Taj Mahal, the Pyramids of Giza, and the Eiffel Tower. And let me tell you, it's like soaring, right? Soaring around the world. 24 days, 12 Disney parks, 3 international landmarks, and then you end in Orlando. So this is the trip of the lifetime. This is if you're a Disney fan and you want to go to all the Disney parks, this is it, right? So this is the private jet adventure. So there is one departure in 2023 and surprise, it's sold out. So there is a wait list if this is something you'd want to do. But also, I'm just bringing it to your attention because if this is something you'd want to do in the future, you would want to get in touch with us because when they release the next one, because it's one at a time, you want to get on that list and they're going to sell out fast. So there are 75 guests that are included in this adventure. There are Imagineers and other special, knowledgeable people in the different areas, as well as the adventure guides. And of course, there is a private jet that takes your group around the world. So this is an incredible experience. I mean, when I think about Adventures by Disney and the experiences I've had with them, and then just around the world for 24 days to see all these places, it blows my mind. I can't even imagine. And that's why it sold out so quickly. So if this is something that has always been on your list, if you're a Disney fan and you want to go to all these places, then you will want to contact us and get on a list so that the next time that a date is released, you get on it. You don't miss it. So that is their latest announcement. But whether you're looking at something smaller, a lot of the adventures are 6 to 9 days. Some of them, like the African Safari, and some of the ones in Asia are a little bit longer, up to 12 days. This is one of the best ways, really, to travel as a family, to see the world, to experience a culture, to feel like you've gone someplace and you've really gotten to know the people, the culture, and what it is, not just, went and sat on a beach and relaxed. It's really immersive. And we've had more Adventures by Disney trips take off from our agency this year than ever before. This is what people are looking to do. We've had amazing feedback from our guests that have gone to Wyoming, the Canadian Rockies. We have a trip coming up for some couples that are going to do the one in California, where they get to really go backstage and see some of the amazing history and the things that went on in California with Disneyland and the studios and things like that. And we have some people going to Costa Rica as well. And so I got the opportunity to go to Costa Rica with Adventures by Disney a few years ago. And it was the most unbelievable trip, from zip lining to like a real life jungle cruise we went on. We got to see the animals. We saw sloths. We saw monkeys, all kinds of monkeys. We did zip lining way above the canopy. I mean, things that I just thought were the most amazing experiences. And Disney made it so easy because they met us at the airport. I mean, we got to Costa Rica and there's a sign there, Adventures by Disney. And you're like, oh, we're here and they're here. And it's easy from here on out. They took us right to where we needed to be. They provided us with many meals, transportation. We had amazing guides. One of our guides is from Costa Rica, so he was really able to tell us his story about growing up there and his passion for his country and share with us about it. We went to a chocolate rainforest and saw and learned about how they produce cocoa and all the environmental things about that and the impacts on that and how to best support that industry and what free trade cocoa is like and all that. It was an incredible trip. And I highly, highly recommend, if you are looking for an adventure, if you're looking to go to Europe or to South America, Costa Rica, Peru, Greece, Italy, any of these places, and you want to really experience it and you want to go the best way possible to see and learn and experience it the best way possible, please reach out to us and let's get talking about an Adventures by Disney trip. So coming up in a couple of weeks, in September 22nd, we are going to be hosting a very special online virtual experience about Adventures by Disney, where you can hear and learn and see more about this amazing product. So if that is something you would be interested in participating in, I encourage you again to reach out to us, to contact us and get on that list. We'll be sending out invites in the coming week, and we would really like to get you on that list. We have lots of information on our website as well about Adventures by Disney, as well as on our YouTube channel, some great videos from our Costa Rica adventure. So we would love to share that with you. If Adventures by Disney is something on your list, we'd love to hear from you.